So you are a credit lifestyle partner, and you
Absolutely.
partnered up at the beginning or at the end of 2019.
hmm
So tell me a little bit about your experience. Tell me where you were, where your credit score was when you started, and where you are today.
All right. So, a little bit about my experience in terms of where I am now and where I was before. I started the Credit Lifestyle Program about mid-December, about December 15th, I think that day was. I think it was a rainy day. It was no, it wasn't raining. Ignore that. The point is that it was a great day for me because when I started, my score was at a 544, which is crazy to say out loud now because there was a certain point where like that number was just a number that like it was a taboo to kind of speak out loud, speak into existence because I think it spoke so much to I guess a lot of inadequacies about my accountability for my credit in terms of the status I was supposed to be at. So to know that that's where I was and that now, with it today being like the first week of March, I'm at a 677.
Wow.
Yeah. So and it's crazy because the invigorating part for me is knowing that I am there, knowing that there's still much more work to be done to make myself better, to aim for that 750 club. So for me, the 750 experience has been a realization knowing that to get there is achievable, and not only is it achievable, I got a lot higher to go. Like I'm not looking to settle at 750 because
Yeah.
I know there's so much work I can do for my accountability to get there as a standard and go even higher.
Okay. So just to recap, give me a quick where how long it took you to jump 128 points.
So how long it took me to get to that point? I started the 715th, and my most recent score that showed that kind of lapse, it was February 11th. So roughly 2 months.
How many points is that?
It was like 128 points if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So again, like let's call it 130 points. But again, it's funny reflecting back. I knew other friends of mine who went the route of paying somebody, right, to do this program for them. And I think the realization I had is that when I took accountability for it, it made me realize that there's a lot that I could do on my own that I didn't have to pay somebody to do. But it also motivated me to realize that like the accountability makes me know there's a lot that I need to do to get to that score. A lot I had to change about my habits and my mindsets to stay there that somebody I paid couldn't do for me. I can't pay somebody to change my habits. I can't pay somebody to change my mindset.
Right.
I'm just paying them to change the score. So this accountability for 750 credit lifestyle has made me realize that there's a lot that I would rather pay somebody else, but to pay somebody to make me accountable to realize only I can make the change.
That's very deep.
Yeah.
So would you recommend to somebody who has, to fix their credit? Would you recommend them hire, or would you recommend credit lifestyle for them?
No, absolutely credit lifestyle. I mean, what's crazy is
Repeat
that
the question.
So, what in terms of what I recommend credit lifestyle over some other service or program, I mean, by far and away, is credit lifestyle is where you should be. And I've had the luxury of having Yana's program and Yana's service as her 750 lifestyle, knowing her as a friend. But in terms of being a partner in this program, it's shown me how much this is different than everybody else. So everybody else, in terms of what I've read and what I've seen, is basically saying, we know that the complications of your credit is something you don't want to worry about. So pay me to do that work for you. And you don't even realize what the actual work is. You don't realize what the nuances are in terms of what I'm actually doing to fix your actual credit, which to me, after going through the 750 lifestyle, it's ridiculous. Like, what you should be doing, because it's your score. Everyone's score is different. Everyone's score is unique. Everyone's score is unique to the circumstances you did to get you there. So why would you have somebody else pay to do that for you? That's your responsibility. And so I always look at it this way, is like the money, if someone's question is the money it takes to get started, I mean, if we're going to keep it real, there's a lot of things that you're probably spending your money on that are a waste. It's a wasteful investment, and it's not even an investment on yourself. There's a lot of things that you're spending money on right now, probably on a monthly basis, a monthly subscription, some stupid Netflix show or something like that. That's not an investment to make yourself better. But this is your credit we're talking about. This is an avenue you can take where you can start having access to thousands of dollars of other people's money, and where people can say your responsibility and how you handle money will allow you to have access to our money. You're never going to have that focusing on putting your money somewhere else. So for me, in terms of whether this is a questionable investment, it's like not even a question at this point. But because I've been the I've been the person going through it. This isn't me speaking about, you know, somebody that I know who did it. This is me who did it. So I'm telling you, if you're doing it any other way, you are wasting your time, because the accountability factor is what makes this different from everybody else. It makes you accountable for your own score because it's unique to you, and you should not be paying somebody else for something that is unique to you. They don't know your score.
So give me 2 things that you discovered after going and seeing the first set of results. What did you discover emotionally?
So 2 things that I discovered initially upon starting a 750 lifestyle, 750 credit lifestyle, is there are a lot of little things that you can do initially that can contribute to you having a better score. So I know, like, when I talk to people about, after I got through this program, when I talk to other people about getting on, the reaction they give me is that they feel that the effort to get started is insurmountable because they take this one big insurmountable situation about their credit that they feel is a reason not to get involved. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know my credit's pretty bad. I got some student loans, and so there's no point handling it. And it's dead there. It is what it is for them. And I'm like, there's a lot of, let me tell you something. I am where I am right now, and I still have student loans on my account, unpaid for. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who uses that as an excuse, I'm telling you right now, that's BS. So what I realize is that there are a lot of other small things you can do to make that impact. And then the bigger thing, which is the second part, is there's a change of your attitude and your mindset when you know you can walk around with that increase of your score and knowing that you did that, not that somebody else did it, that you did that. And then knowing that, like, not only did you do it, but there's a lot of things that you can do to know that you will be the only one that controls whether it goes down or up. You're not going to say, oh, well, I paid somebody some money, so my score went down 50 points. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I got to ask them, what did you do? You know, because it's nothing I could have done because I just paid the person. I had no accountability whatsoever. So now I'm realizing that what I know I did personally to make the score go higher, I have confidence knowing that the only way it goes down is because of me. I have control.
Yes.
So for me, it's like, that carries a whole level of swagger with it. Like, there's an attitude you have about yourself. You walk differently, you talk differently. When you talk to other people about credit in general, it's more of an open conversation. I don't shy away from it anymore. I willingly talk to other people about it because I'm like, what I've experienced is something that no one else should be denied of. And I'm not even probably the best example to use, but what I've experienced, I'm telling you, there's no other option for you. No other option.
So credit lifestyle is the only option.
So in general, nutshell, credit lifestyle is the only option. Stop wasting your time. And this is coming from a guy who's a comedian. I'm funny like 95% of the time. This is my 5% right here. I am serious. Credit lifestyle is the only way to go, y'all. And 2, 1. Are we counting? What's up right now?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.